Mike, yeah! God bless and great day, everybody. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. Y'all already know it's King T 420 SEC, and this is Smoking with the King. Each and every Friday at 4:20 Eastern Time. Thank you for joining, everybody. I definitely appreciate everybody for coming out. I am King T 420 SEC. I am your host of the show. And today's show is gonna be a doozy. So for those of y'all who are not on TikTok, y'all don't know the title, but y'all do know that I'm gonna get to it. Also, what y'all do know is that I will be reading the scriptures first. If you are a regular, then you already know. You gonna read the scriptures, and then after you read the scriptures, you get right to it. I know that's what I was trying not to do. I get it. Yeah, I'm still, Alright, folks. Thank God it's Friday. We are here. Let's start the show. So with that being said, I'm going to just jump right off into it. We're going to go at the first scripture, which comes out. There's actually three. They come out of the King James Version. Then I will read the NIV. Galatians 6, 7 through 9. Let's see what we got here. You on TikTok, like and share, subscribe for me. Help me reach my live goals if you can. I definitely appreciate that. You on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. I definitely appreciate that. And with that being said, let's jump right off to the show. Galatians 6, 7 through 9. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well doing. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So, NIV version of Galatians 6, 7 through 9. Yeah, that's a deep few scriptures if you know anything about what scriptures mean. But let's finish, right? Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Whoever sows to please their flesh, from their flesh will reap destruction. Whoever sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. That's the first. Let's go to the second. Go to the second. The second one is Proverbs 26 and 27. King James Version, and it reads, Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. The NIV Version, Proverbs 26, 27. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. So today's Smoke Game, we are talking what really happens when you take certain actions and the harvest that comes from it. Right? what really happens when we take certain actions and the harvest that we're going to receive after we take those certain actions. So, with that being said, I can tell y'all the title of the show now. Your actions can create or destroy. Choose wisely. Because they're your actions. But we're going to get to that. Let's read Galatians 6, 7 through 9 again. I'm going to read the NIV because I know a lot of y'all don't read the KJV. But keep up with me. Let's get it. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Whoever sows to please their flesh, from the flesh will reap destruction. Whoever sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Faint not. If we do not faint not, if we do not give up. So, I'm going to read the breakdown, but I want to say this before I read the breakdown. A lot of us, we'll start sowing certain seeds and we'll be putting in a little work here, putting in a little work there, not knowing that we done planted a little seed here, planted a little seed there. And in the midst of all these things, we not knowing that there's something growing. You done planted that seed, something has to grow. Now, regardless to what you planted, there is something that's going to grow from the seed that you planted. And a lot of us tend to not realize even the little seeds that we don't expect to grow. If you plant it, trust me, something shall come from it. So let's get to the breakdown, the actual breakdown. What did I write for the book? This verse tells us that you plant a seed, you get the same plant back. It's basically what I just told you. Everywhere you go, the little bitty seeds that you be planting that you don't even be knowing you planting. Over here where you can call a motherfucker ignorant bitch over there. Or over here where you say, oh yeah, you doing real good, keep up the good work. Either way it goes, those are both seeds. And you planted them. So something gonna grow from over here where you call this motherfucker ignorant bitch. And something gonna grow from over here where you told this motherfucker, oh yeah, you doing real good, keep up the good work. It all flourishes something, regardless if you believe so or not. So, this verse tells us that you plant a seed, you get the same plant back. If you plant junk, you get junk back. If you plant good, you get good back. God does not play games with us about this. What you put out is what you are going to get back. A lot of y'all don't mind defaming people's character. A lot of y'all don't mind going around lying on people. A lot of y'all don't mind going around causing division between people and other people that you may know. A lot of y'all don't mind causing division between you and your own family members. A lot of y'all don't mind causing division between you and your wife, you and your children, your wife and your children, your husband and your children. A lot of y'all don't mind causing division. And that's part of the problem. Y'all run around here wondering why y'all life is so full of chaos and turmoil, nonsense, and nothing of happy nature, nothing of good spirits, nothing of uplifting spirits. It's full of all gloom, doom, drama, and bum stuff. And you wonder why. Because even the little seeds that you plant, they grow. Y'all say things and defame people and try to separate families and bring all types of division between those that you're supposed to love and those that love you, and tell lies and deceive people and manipulate people, and y'all do all these things, and still y'all wonder, why is my life going the way it's going? Well, God said your life going the way it's going because you reap what you sow. Let's continue that, right? Let us continue. Do not stop being good in due season. Your time is coming. So you will reap what you sow, no matter what it is. And that's why it tells us to do not stop being good in due season. Because a lot of us will be right at the peak where we doing good and we feel like where we might not be able to do it no more. I don't think I can put no more into this. I think I done gave my all. I think I'm done. I think I'm finna fall over. I'll start doing something else. Forget it. I'll give up. You be right there at the verge. That's what God say. Don't give up. You right there in due season. Do not give up because you will reap your harvest in proper time. So most of the time we want to catch our harvest when we feel like we're ready for it. The problem with us feeling like we're ready for it is God always tells us like, yo, I'm going to give it to you when you're ready. We don't even have to ask for it. We didn't already ask for it. He already know we want it. He already know the desires of our heart. He already know the things that we would like to have. And he says, seek ye first the kingdom, and I shall give everything else unto you after you find me. When you find me, then you got everything else you need. But a lot of y'all don't realize exactly what that means. It means you need to be at peace with who you are at all times. You need to be at peace with the Lord in all his actions and all the actions that he may take in your life, regardless if you like them or not. Because in due season, you shall reap what you sow. And God ain't going to allow, he's not going to lead you to plant some things that he's not going to give you a bountiful reaping. So, let's remember that. If God leads you to plant it, trust and believe me, you better water it, you better nurture it, you better make sure it grows. Because he is going to allow you to reap. But before we go. Proverbs 26 and 27. NIV. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. So if someone is plotting harm on someone else and actually intends to carry out the harm that they're plotting on someone else, 9 times out of 10, they will fall into the harm that they're plotting on the other person. I didn't say it. It's in the book. It's in the good book. It's not no it's in the good book. So, this verse here tells us forgive me. This verse here tells us that if you dig a hole, not me, because I ain't digging a hole for nobody. I'm not digging a hole for nobody. I only speak positive on people. I speak life into people. I help uplift people, motivate, inspire. I ain't digging a hole for nobody. I'm straight on that. But if you dig a hole to trap someone else, if you dig a hole to trap someone else, you will be the one to fall into it. It's in the book, Proverbs 26 and 27. I can't make it up. I just read it to y'all. If you are plotting on someone's demise, believe you me, if you go through and carry out and try to mess up that person's life, the hole that you dug, you will fall into. The trap that you set for the young man, you will get caught in your own snare. I don't make this stuff up, y'all. I tell y'all this all the time. Everything that I tell y'all comes straight out the good book. All y'all have to do is open it up, read it. God give us the confidence, he give us the knowledge, he give us the inspiration and the motivation to keep going forward every day without saying, oh, well, how am I going to eat? How am I going to pay the bill? How am I going to survive over here? How am I going to... You don't got to worry about none of those things, because at the end of the day, if you are seeking ye first the kingdom of the Lord, your actions can create or destroy. So choose wisely. If you are seeking ye first the kingdom of the Lord, seek ye first the kingdom of the Lord, and all else will be added unto you. Listen, there is nothing else that no desire of yours will go ungiven if you seek ye first. I'm only telling y'all this because the actions, and I do mean actions of people. See, a lot of people don't even realize how much their actions can really throw their life path off because of what they're choosing to do or what they're choosing to say to somebody else or how they're choosing to act with somebody else. A lot of people don't realize it, that sometimes the things that you say to somebody or the things that you think about somebody and then go off and tell it to somebody else, those be those same things that you putting in the air about somebody else that God be like, remember, you reap what you sow. So when you're saying these things about somebody or when you're talking to this person and calling them these names or whatever the case might be, you reap what you sow. So God will make it come full circle on you and make you realize, I just said that to this person and now I feel the same way I said. You know why? Because you wasn't supposed to call that person that. You were supposed to understood that person was confused. They needed a little help. You were supposed to help them get an understanding. But instead of helping them get an understanding, you chose to do the opposite. You called them names. You talked about them. You told them it was done. How you don't know this yet? You slow. I thought you'd have been learning this. Y'all don't understand what y'all actions do to people. Y'all don't understand what y'all actions do to yourself. See, because this not even more so, this episode not even more so about your actions with other people. This episode is more so about your actions and how they affect you in the long run. Forget how they affecting the person that you talking to. Forget how they affecting the other people around you, how they praising you or laughing at your little funny joke or whatever the case might be. Think about how it's going to affect you when you realize that you're reaping what you sow. That's why I tell people, only do good to others, only talk good to others, only be positive with others. This way when positive comes back to you, when good comes back to you, when all the niceties that you put off into the world start to knock on your door, you won't have to be surprised because this is the type of thing that you do. You put good off into the world, you do good for other people, you listen to people's stories, you get understandings and you have compassion for them and you have heart or whatever the case might be. Right? This is why. Because you're going to reap what you sow. God himself said it just for that reason. So you will understand you may be putting in a lot of good right now and you may not feel like you're getting nothing out of it. Don't worry about getting something out of it right now. Just think about how your life going to be years from now because you done did all this good for other people. We get caught up on it right now not realizing that we still got this big whole long life ahead of us where it's so much good that's going to come our way because of the good that we're doing right now. Before we go, if you push trouble on someone, whatever you put on them, that is what you will receive. It is that simple. Your actions to others will come back on you. So, if you slander somebody's name, if you defame somebody's character, if you are lying on someone, all of these things that you're doing to someone else, someone is going to soon time do to you. Now, this is not me wishing bad on you. This is not me wishing some messed up stuff like that happens to you. This is me telling you, you reap what you sow. Whatever you put out into the universe, whatever you do unto anyone, and I do mean whatever you do unto anyone, in your future, your soon future, it will get done to you. And you know what? The even worse part about it is sometimes it don't actually happen to the person. Sometimes it happens to the person's children or their children's children. So instead of them actually suffering, they have to watch their loved one that they love dearly suffer and then think back to, are my children reaping what I sowed 15 years ago? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's also written. The son will have to y'all, listen, go through the book, man. Please start reading the Bible. If you don't read, please start reading the Bible. Where we go? So today's smoke game, we are talking what really happens when you take certain action and the harvest that comes from it. You reap what you sow, or you reap what you sow. I'll use that because that is a biblical term. You definitely gonna reap what you sow. But there are some people who are not really biblical. So for those people, you get the karma you put out, and what goes around comes around, right? And you can't cheat the process. Ain't that crazy? Like, what you mean, King? You can't cheat the process. Like, no matter what you put out, no matter what you do, it's gonna come back on you some kind of way. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that it's gonna come back on you per se, but you got family, you got friends, you got people you care about. And normally I tell people, try to think about the things that you're putting other people through, because when you're putting other people through things, you may not be the person that has to suffer the things that you're putting that person through. And these are, again, facts. It may be your children that have to suffer for the things that you did to those people back then. But, again, you read your Bible, you know certain things, right? Whatever actions you take, whatever energy you put out, it will surely come back and find you the same way you put it out there. So again, if you going over here calling these motherfuckers, you stupid motherfuckers, thank you, bitch, dumb motherfucker, eventually, sooner or later, that energy is going to find its way back to you. Not knowing if it's going to be somebody calling it to you, somebody they call it to your grandkid or your child or even your sister or your brother, somebody that you care about really, really dearly that can't deal with it the same way that you can deal with it. Not only can they not deal with it the same way that you can deal with it, but now that you know that they had to deal with it, now you want to do something about it. Now you want to get all bad, act all tough and want to, yeah. Forgetting the fact that they reaping what you already put out there. So now you want to go and act up and do some more stupid shit, and somebody else gonna have to reap some more fucked up shit because you want to go and fuck this motherfucker up now because they done called your kid or your brother, your sister, your cousin out their name. But you call people out their fucking name every day and expect nothing to happen. Who gonna do something to me? Fuck you gonna do? Gotta be like, oh, don't worry about it. I got you. They ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing. Watch this. I'm finna take your big brother and I'ma slap this shit out your big brother and I'm gonna make him cry like a bitch. You ain't out there slap the shit out your big brother and make him cry like a bitch. You gonna come running and think you can do something about it, and then you gonna get fucked up too. Cause that's how God works. He don't play them same type of games that y'all play. Like y'all think because you say something over here that it's just gonna be okay and it's just gonna ride and everybody just, yeah, they knew better. No. God don't play them type of games. We be like, yo, you the tough guy, huh? Oh, you the big bad mama, huh? Everybody better know when she come through, huh? I'm just trying to tell y'all, you reap what you sow. If you always running around acting like you the motherfucker, you don't tell no lies, you don't do no wrong, you don't do no harm to nobody, you just the perfect person. But in reality, you deceitful as fuck, you lying to people, you fucking sneaking and creeping behind your people's back, you doing all type of, you reap what you sow. So while you being big and bad or sneaky, creepy, and this person that you don't want nobody else to be with you is being lined up over here. So when you encounter this person, all these things that's happening to these people that you're putting these people through, this person waiting on you. He can't wait till you get there. He don't even know that you is wicked, but he do know. Sometimes something coming. Y'all be acting like y'all forget this. God tell us all the time, you're gonna reap what you sow. That's why you don't talk to people all crazy. That's why you don't act like, you know everything, you the smartest person in the room, because there's always somebody who might be acting a little mild, a little humble, a little meek, that might know a lot more than you. And they might just be sitting back listening to see what you know, so they can jump in and fill in the blanks when you miss a spot or something like that. But again, that all goes around to the you reap what you sow, you dig a hole, you trying to trap somebody, you shall be trapped type. You gotta understand what you put out here, smoke game. Really, what you put out here is all like a trickle down effect. Like the world don't stop turning. So just say you could throw a ball in the air and it could just float in the air the whole while the world turns, right? You know eventually you're going to come back to that ball that you floated in the air because it's going to sit right there in that spot while the world turns. Y'all don't get it, bro. I swear y'all don't get it. A lot of y'all say things about people that y'all supposed to love, that y'all claim y'all love. A lot of y'all... A lot of y'all put yourself in situations with the people that y'all love and then blame them for it. Which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you reap what you sow. So, whatever you putting somebody through, you are 9 times out of 10 going to go through it worse than they go through it. And again, it might not even have to come through you. It might happen through your child, and you may suffer so much just because your child going through it that, you know, who knows what might happen. But where are we going? Let's just stick to the script, right? Let's just stick to the script. Alright. We are talking the truth and why it pays off to do good unto others and how you stack up on good deeds as you wait to reap the harvest. So, that goes back to what I was telling y'all when I said that you just keep on doing good and don't expect for an outcome or ROI right now. Because it don't work like that. So it worked like this. It's almost like a job, right? Let me explain it to you like that. You know at your job, you gotta work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? You gotta work 8 hours a day. And in order for your check to look like you want it to look, you gotta make sure you're on the clock and you're doing the work, right? Right. So, it kind of worked the same way with the you reap what you sow type of thing. Like you put in the good deeds and the good works right now, right? Monday you doing good works, Tuesday you doing good works, Wednesday you doing good deeds, Thursday you doing good deeds, Friday come you doing good deeds, and all of a sudden, boom, bing, bang, somebody did a nice, good gesture for you. Not only was it a good gesture that was needed, but it was way more than you expected, so it was a real blessing. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, it happens like that. It's not gonna always come right now because you feel like, well, I'm doing the good right now, I can't reap right now. It's not how it works. God gotta make sure that while you sowing these seeds that you mean this from your heart. Even though God already know how you are. He know if you mean it or not. But he gotta make sure you know that you mean it or not. And that's the truth. Like I tell my homeboys all the time, like, yo, bro, I don't trust myself, so I can't trust you. At first, you know, if you tell a person that, they're like, what you mean? And the truth is I only trust God. I don't trust myself. If I was to trust my own judgment, I wouldn't have did certain shit back then. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I knew what moves was right to make, certain actions I wouldn't have taken back then. So you can't even trust yourself because when you look back at some of the actions that you took yourself, some of the actions and some of the judgments that you made yourself, you be like, damn, if I don't know what I know now back then, I probably wouldn't have did that. That was some stupid shit, right? And then you get to calling some of the shit you did way back then stupid than a motherfucker. Like, yo, I was young and wild than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But for real, in the back of your mind, you're like, damn, I probably should have never did that dumbass shit. And it's true, but a lot of these things we don't learn until we're older, but that's so we can reap what we sow. Remember, it was an old head or older lady that was trying to tell you back then, like, yo, you probably shouldn't do that because, you know, whatever, right? They tried to tell you, it was like, yeah, whatever, school, I hear you, whatever, I got this. And it always happened like that, right? So you have to go through this. So when it's your turn to be like, yo, you can actually come with a real story and actually tell them, because you not afraid to tell the story now. Old school ain't really tell you his story or her story. They just told you this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. Gave you a little bit of insight on this, that, and that's why you was more so leaning toward like, yeah, I'm gonna still do what I want to do anyway. But now you get to re-sow what somebody should have sold into you correctly into somebody the correct way, so they don't end up having to make the mistake that you made. No, listen, I did that already. I got proof I did that too. And it don't turn out the way you think it turned out. I can only tell you this because I went through it, I did it, and somebody else told me that I should have did it the same way I'm telling you. Right? So now you can actually reap what you sow by giving this person a jewel, by giving this person the knowledge to not actually go and turn around and make the same mistake that you made when you was their age. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us, we don't realize, like, how our actions, they not only affect us in the long run, but the people that they are affecting right now, it affects them in the long run as well. It don't just affect them for right now. The things that you do to people do not just affect them right now. It affects them for a lifetime. It affects them for as long as they feel traumatized by it, or as long as they feel excited by that moment. Whatever it was, good or bad, that feeling will affect that person for life. It's not going to change, you understand? They're going to always be like, well, yo, I remember when such and such took me to Six Flags, man, we rode all the rides, man, that was like one of the best days of my life. Something they'll never forget, you understand? But then you also got those little stories that people tell about you where you be like, yo, I wish I never met this person. You understand? So, you got to remember, just because it's a moment that you having right now, and just because you don't feel like you being that fucked up, or you don't feel like you being that bad, or you feel like this action is justified, that don't mean that the future you and the future people that you doing these actions to don't feel like it's justified in the future. And I ain't being funny, I'm being honest. Like, again, I can point back to a lot of shit that I did when I was younger, and I can turn and say, like, yo, I wouldn't do that if I was you, because I fucked up when I was doing that shit when I was young. I probably wouldn't have did it if I'd have knew better. If I had somebody around to teach me better. If I had somebody around to show me a different path. Somebody that could lead me different. Your actions can create or destroy. So choose wisely. When I was young, I chose ignorantly. And I almost destroyed my future. Almost destroyed the person that I am on the way to become as we speak, because I was doing all the wrong things. I was hanging with all the wrong people. I was in the street every day, all day. Come on, man. I live in Detroit, Michigan. What man you know in Detroit, Michigan, yay out to a grasshopper, ain't out in the world trying to figure out how to get his hands on a dollar, how to make something shake. It's just how life goes. But see, I'm here now to tell the young brothers, it's a different way. You don't gotta do the dumb shit that I was doing way back then and have to reap what I sowed way back then right now. Now I'm doing all this extra work. I gotta put in all this extra overtime. I gotta do all these things. No hangout time, no fun time, no this, no that. I can't just go and chill with the homies whenever I get ready to. You know why? Because now I gotta build the future that I was supposed to be standing in right now, that I was supposed to build back then. Reap what you sow. So I'm telling you, you can't just act like your actions that you're taking right now, the actions that you're making right now, don't mean nothing, because they mean a lot. Everything that you're doing right now means a lot in your life for your future. So if you being lazy right now and you give in to being sorry, sad, fuck up, no, I just don't want to do shit, I'm gonna be a piece of shit. If you give in to that right now, imagine what your future gonna look like. And I'm only saying this because I ain't never been a lazy dude. I'm big because I ain't good. But as far as being lazy, I've never been him. If I go to work, I'm one of the people on the job, they calling like, yo, where he at? No, where dog at? Because I'm going to do the work. I ain't come in to hee hee ha ha, play, talk, chill, meet people, make friends, network. I ain't at the job to network. I'm sorry, that ain't what the fuck I'm there for. I went to the job to get a check. So whenever I got to the building, they couldn't, we need you over here. We need you over there right now. They so far behind, man. Cause when I came in the building, I'm going to do the work. If they behind, we finna catch up, we probably gonna pass them. Cause I ain't there to play. You understand? Like, so my actions already knew. It ain't a job that it's not a job that I had that I probably couldn't go back and be like, yo. Cause when you got great work ethic, people pay attention to that. Like, yo, nah, that one be grinding. That one don't mind sweating. That one don't mind going like 5 minutes over their lunchtime to make sure that they get the. See, a lot of y'all don't even be wanting to put in the extra work. A lot of y'all, your actions can create or destroy. Choose life. Y'all don't be wanting to put in that extra work. Like I'm gonna give y'all a secret. I don't really tell a lot of people this. I knew some people when I was in the workforce, and it used to trip me out because I used to ask them like, yo, why you do that? And I'm gonna get to the explanation in a minute. But I knew some people when I was in the workforce that would work through their lunch. They work through their lunch. No lunch break. No, let me get off the clock. None of that. They work and clean through. So imagine how many, a couple extra hours on your check would like. I'm just saying, like, some of y'all gotta realize when you want the extras in life, when you pushing forward to get something better in life, it is your actions that's either gonna create it or destroy it. So if you want the extra, you gotta put in the extra work. You gotta put forth the effort. You gotta do it regardless if you want to or not. You gotta do it regardless if you're in the mood to do it or not. You gotta do it because if you don't do it, who gonna do it for you? You can't expect for your kid to get up and go to work and be like, yo, yeah, I guess I'll take care of my mom and dad. They took care of me my whole life. That ain't how it goes. Now they can do that, and a lot of kids being good kids, they do that. But that is not for your expectation. Again, that is not for your expectation. Your actions can create or destroy you. If you are a very productive person, then your child 9 times out of 10 gonna be just as productive as you. Y'all don't be realizing it, and it's hard to realize it when you're a new parent. It's your first time being a parent, and you got this baby. Growing so fast, and you just like, dang, I be hearing my child say this now, I be hearing my child say that now. I didn't even know they knew them words. But they heard you say them words like a couple years back and just ain't never forgot them. Your actions can create or destroy, man. Y'all gotta love each other. Y'all gotta love the people that you're around. Y'all gotta talk uplift. Talk life into, inspire, motivate the people you're around, even when they're not doing good, to do good. Motivate them and let them know that they can be better, especially if they're going through a time of life where they don't feel like they can be better. The main thing I done found out about my culture, and I really hate to say it like this, but the main thing I done found out about my culture is that when somebody is down, instead of people talking, inspiring, and motivating that person, they fucking make memes about that person. They fucking shoot little messages to their people, and everybody else get to laughing at the people and shit. I'll be like, damn. How come we the only culture that tear our people down when they already down? And we the only culture that don't lift our people up when we up. I mean, I'm trying to understand it. I'm confused. Because your actions can create or destroy. Choose wisely. A lot of y'all don't choose to help people. Y'all don't go out here with a good heart like shit. I know some people out here in some fucked up situations, but they ain't fucked up people. Let me see if I can go help them out. Y'all don't do that. In fact, the majority of y'all sit at home and be like, shit, I'm glad I get everything I need. Fuck all these people in the world. I don't give a fuck about none of them. Like, this is the culture. This is the culture that we live in. Nobody cares about nobody. Everybody feel like as long as they are good in their own personal situation, then the world is beautiful and perfect. Until a motherfucker come and knock on your door and say, your little brother been in an accident, he at the hospital. Your little cousin been in an accident, he at the hospital. Your daughter been in an accident, she at the hospital. Nobody feel like it's something wrong with anything going on in the world until something happened to you. Something come and knock on your door and be like, yo, why you sitting in this fucking Delulu land? Don't you see all the shit that's happening out here? We gonna need you to fucking instill more helping to others so shit can start changing a little bit. Well, no. You know we do in the black community. We sit in our windows and we laugh at people. We jump on our phones and we gossip to our girlfriends. The men just look at other men like, shit, well, can't help nobody that don't want to be helped. Did you even try to help them? Did you even try to help him? Oh, no. You offered him something that you think would help him. And that's what you think. See? Because in the black community, we don't listen to understand. We don't listen to help the way that we should help. We listen to help how we want to help and to respond how we feel we need to. And clearly it's in the Bible how we were supposed to respond to everything. It's in the Bible. Treat others how you want to be treated. I don't care what they say to you. Do you want them saying that stuff to you? No. Well, make sure you don't turn around and say some things like that back to them. You know, it's not how it works. In our community, we can know somebody is highly upset. And we'll go and poke at the bear. And then when the bear turn around and be like, you fucking piece of shit, bitch ass motherfucker. Now you want to, oh, you called me all that. I ain't even do nothing to you. I thought we was better than that. Why the fuck is you poking at the bear? You know in a bad mood. She in a bad mood already. So if they thought that you just a playful motherfucker like, no, but I'm trying to get them in a better mood. Well, help them figure out what the fuck they trying to figure out and stop trying to get them in a better mood by poking at the fucking bear. So that's what's wrong with y'all. Instead of fucking communicating and paying attention in the midst of the communication, y'all hear what the fuck y'all want to hear, then y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. Then when people respond, how they respond, y'all be like, hey, why are you acting like that? Well, your actions just told me that you were fucking trying to destroy me. So before I let you destroy me, I'll fuck you over. Right? Ain't that how it go? Right, because if somebody try to destroy you, you gonna fuck them over before they can fuck you over, correct? Exactly. Why we like that? Why we can't get to a place where nobody's trying to fuck nobody over, but everybody's trying to help everybody? Too much like right? Oh, the other cultures got that on lock, right? The other cultures got the helping part on lock, so we can just be the shitty culture that don't give a fuck about each other, kick each other while they down, spit on each other and shit like that, throw the fingers up, oh fuck you niggas, I don't give a fuck. We can be the bottom of the barrel ass culture. No, I don't fuck with y'all. That's why I don't fuck with y'all. Cause y'all like bottom of the barrel ass shit. Y'all do bottom of the barrel ass shit. Y'all embrace bottom of the barrel ass shit. Y'all think that shit just the shit, well, this was, I grew up learning this. Your brain don't work. You don't know how to move forward and learn different actions that can bring forth different results. Shit, my daddy was selling drugs. My daddy robbed niggas. Shit, my mama was a hoe. My mama worked at the strip club. Is that all you know? Did you go to school? They didn't teach you nothing different? Firefighters, police officers, nurses, doctors, lawyers, God dog, I can't even fucking say the name right now. Plumbers and shit. Like, they got all types of fucking jobs and trades, and what the fuck is wrong with us? Nobody knows nothing else. Nobody knows how to listen to the elders that's telling you like, yo, I fucked my life up. I don't really want you fucking yours up the way I did mine. Thank God my nieces and nephews listen to me. My nieces and nephews all got jobs. They all work and they all stand up people. You know why? Because I told them I fucked up. And I don't need you fucking up like me. I did all that stupid shit that you could do in the streets. I done been to jail before. I done all the fucked up dumb shit that can happen to a nigga. It probably didn't happen to me. I don't need you doing that. I need you to stay focused. Read the motherfucking books. Get you a good ass job when you get out of school. So on and so forth. Learning, yeah. Because I talk to my nieces and nephews like somebody should have talked to me. That's the problem. Y'all don't talk to the people around y'all the way y'all. When them people was telling y'all this stuff when y'all was kids, and y'all was listening to them say this stuff to y'all, y'all was like, yo, that's fucked up. That's a crazy story right there, and you will leave. And you can't even think, why just leave? Why ain't really take in the story? Because they weren't adamant enough. It wasn't raw enough. It wasn't real enough. You didn't feel it. Motherfucker didn't put themselves where you was at and tell you I was there already. And I fucked up. That path looked good. And talking about it get sweet nectar on that motherfucker too. But that path leads to destruction. Your whole life will be destroyed for a long time. And it's gonna take you a long time to pick the fucking pieces up after this. See, some people don't even make it to the picking the pieces up part. Some people go to jail. Some people go to hell. Some people lose themselves completely and become the people that they was dealing with. Your actions can create or destroy. You gotta choose wisely, y'all. I love my people, but y'all gotta start acting like y'all see what is really wrong in our culture. Rationally and logically, you gotta start to think. Like in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, when life was the hardest for black people. The 1900s, life was hard as fuck for black people. But we got along so tight with back then. Now it's 2026 and we fight with each other over shit like gender. I don't know a motherfucker in the 1900s that would have told a little boy that he was a little girl if he wanted to be. But you ignorant, stupid motherfuckers go right off into the world and be like, yo, you can't tell my daughter that she can't be a man if she want to be. Bitch, I'm telling you, your stupid ass should have told her she can't be a man if she want to be. How the fuck stupid is you? Bitch, she came out of you. God damn, y'all dumb. Y'all, listen. How the fuck can you fucking be okay with some shit where they constantly telling you, yo, we trying to get to a place where we can see if we can make these man, lady boys see if they can have kids. How? God didn't put the stuff in them for them to have kids. Like, do you? Your actions can create or destroy. Choose wisely. Like a lot of y'all have been choosing to turn y'all heads to the wrong shit going on in the world. And then, you know what? Y'all like, yo, Donald Trump, the worst piece of shit in the world. He the worst president we ever had. Prove to me that he the worst president we ever had. I would like to see it. If you can prove he the worst president that we ever had, I might actually take a different view on what's really going on in the world. But as from where I stand, no president has done nothing for black men but him. I mean, it's just the truth. As from where I stand, the other lady that y'all was trying to vote in office, she believed in transgenders and all that. She wanted y'all to be like, yo, we back the ladies wanting to be boys and the boys wanting to be ladies. That's what she stood for. And then she fucking snuck and confused and fooled all of y'all. Talking about, yeah, you know, I'm black. I'm a black girl. I'm black American. But when she ran for Congress, she ran as an Indian woman and didn't want nothing to do with blacks. But see, this how fastly and how easily y'all be deceived by the shit that y'all see or hear on TV. Because, oh no, this gotta be right, right? No, the Democrats, the Dems, they say this is cool. Did y'all know that black people were Republicans first? I know a lot of y'all didn't know that, but go do your homework and you'll figure it out. But this is the thing. Right? The actions that y'all are taking today are shaping what's going to happen in our future. Not just my future, not just your future. In our future, the kids' future, your dog's future, your fish future, the bird that you got in your house, you know, in your little cage, little parrot. It's shaping the future with everybody in our life. The actions we take today are shaping the future of everybody in our life. So you got to make sure that you think out the actions that you're taking. Be thorough with the actions that you're taking. Make sure you know that this can't harm this person or this person. Make sure that you know 10 years from now, you're not going to have an unsettling feeling because you had to choose to do something that was unsettling. Y'all know I love y'all, man. I don't really be wanting to talk to y'all all crazy like this, but sometimes y'all have to realize that your actions affect you way more than they affect the people that you're taking them with. You can talk about people, you can call people all out their name and this, that, and the other, and the majority of the time people hear people doing that, they look at them like, damn, this person must really feel bad about themselves. They calling this person all them names and shit, right? Because they don't believe that you really believe that about the other person. They really only believe that you believe that about yourself. Like, oh, it's crazy you feel that way about yourself. And a lot of people know that they go to spewing that shit out their mouth and people be like, yeah, I kind of sort of do feel this way about myself. So why you just don't go get help? Why you just don't go and allow somebody to talk to you and help you through the situations that you're dealing with? Some of y'all just not man enough or woman enough to realize that sometimes we need help, sometimes we need therapy, sometimes we need counseling, sometimes we need an extra eye or an extra ear to help us get through whatever it is that we're working through. And sometimes we just have to deal with the consequences of our actions because, again, we would slander, we would lie, we would deceive, we would cheat, we would manipulate. We would do all these messed up things to a person. We really have a whole ball being fucked up to people sometimes. And in the midst of that, not knowing, not caring, because you know we big and bad. You in your big and bad moment right now. You fucking over somebody, so you big and bad right now, right? Not knowing in the midst of all of this, your kid that's watching this, you done frighten your child so bad that your child not even gonna be able to defend themselves when they get older. They not even gonna be a fighter. You gonna wonder why your child come home every day and telling you somebody bullying them. Like, they ain't never been bullied in my life. Why you letting a nigga? But that's why. Because they seen you beating the shit out of everybody growing up. That's all they ever seen you do. All your actions was negative, aggressive, angry. So your child has been terrified since age of 3. And now they 17 and they still scared to go out their room and walk up to the corner gas station alone because a nigga might be like my mama and my daddy. I don't know why y'all don't understand this shit. Your actions, they do more than just teach. They can hinder. A lot of y'all ain't never even thought about that outcome. My child seeing me beat the shit out of somebody so bad, so often, so many times, that they gonna be scared to defend them fuck themselves when they get older. Cause they done seen somebody get the shit beat out of them so bad, they don't want to be the person on the receiving end of that type of ass beating. But y'all don't realize it. Cause you think you doing good. I'm showing my motherfucking child that I'ma hold this shit down. I beat the fuck out of people. Motherfucker better not say the wrong shit to. And now your child a motherfucker that's scared to say the wrong shit. See what I'm saying? You see how that work? You see how those actions work? See, I had the blessing of being born with no brothers and no sisters and two drug addict parents. That's a blessing. I'm gonna tell you why. Because where I didn't have brothers and sisters and my parents was on drugs, I got to figure out at an early age that life is not what you think. It is not what you see. It is not what you hear. You know how people be like, oh, you the only child, you spoiled. Sure I am. Sure I was. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so people's perception of you doesn't always got to be the truth, but you know, you hear these things, right? So I grew up hearing that I was spoiled and I was a mama's boy and this and that and that and this. With people not knowing, like, yo, I got drug addict parents, so not only am I not spoiled, but I'm not a mama's boy or a daddy's boy or none of that shit, because I grew up in the streets just like you. The difference is you actually had a mom and a dad at home, and they're not on drugs. Oh, right, because I got to see the hard parts of life first, so life taught me, and that was the blessing that I got to receive. And it's crazy because I really didn't accept it and take it in until I actually got grown and realized why I had to go through so much on my own and alone and by myself. Why God taught me to be by myself. Why God taught me to deal with life alone, without others, with no brothers, with no sisters. My mother and father were on drugs. I didn't have love and support like other people. I didn't have my family come around like, yo, we can help you get into this program. Yo, we can help you and support you through this program. I didn't have those things. So I found out at an early age, life is hard. It's not simple like people tell you. You don't just get everything just because you go to work. You don't just fucking get everything just because you're being this great fucking person. It's not how, I'm sorry, it's just not how life works. Right? I'm not telling you that you gotta be fucked up. I'm not telling you that you gotta go off and do a bunch of crazy shit either. But what I'm telling you is when it comes to life, you have to put in the work. And I don't mean like, bear with me, just go with me, right? I know some of you dudes that's in the streets that's watching me or whatever, get out the streets. That's not what I mean. I don't mean go hard in the streets. I mean, you gotta find something that's legit that you like to do and go hard at it. It don't matter if you making money or not. What matters is you gotta focus now and you have a purpose now and you have something you can aim for. Your actions can create or destroy. So choose wisely. What you choose to do with your life right now is what is, listen, these are the things that will make your life skyrocket and take off or make you fall right back down to the motherfucking gutter. You can lie down next to that motherfucking, you can lie down next to that off ramp if you want to and stay there, and guess what? People will still ride up and throw change out the window. They'll still give you their half drinking cups of coffee, still give you the half eating sandwiches and shit. They will do all of that. If that's the life that you choose to live, be my guest. Go right ahead. But guess what? For those of you people who don't want that type of life, for those of you people who feel like, yo, you know what? I'm going to be the one to make a way for my family. I'm not going to wait on them. For those of you people who feel like, yo, it don't matter if I'm getting the support or not. I'm going to do it and I'm going to shine because I don't need them to support me while I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to shine anyway. It's going to be other people to support it. It's going to be other people to see, oh, dog got a vision. Oh, she got a vision. You don't need the people that's closest to you always to be the ones to see your vision. You don't always need them to be the ones to come talking to you like, yo, I might be the one that can help support you. Because 9 times out of 10, them not going to be the ones to do it. In fact, them going to be the ones that's tearing you down. Them going to be the ones that's telling you, you ain't shit. Oh no, we don't believe shit you say. Your actions tell us. What actions? You ain't seen none. You don't let people who don't know you dictate the actions that you make or the actions that you take. You don't let people who are not bothered in seeing how you live your life on a daily basis and what you go through on a day. A motherfucker that can't step in your shoes can't tell you how to live. Now watch this. God made us all differently. He made us all unique. Nobody on this earth would ever live the same life and walk the same path. So guess what? Just because your people want you to do something different, that don't mean it's meant for you to do something different. Just because you like doing the shit that you're doing now, don't mean it's meant for you to do the shit that you're doing now. Let me tell you how God works. God will fucking snatch you away from some shit. He'll take some motherfuckers away from you and be like, yo, now I'm going to leave you here alone. And you got to get closer to me. Remember what I said? Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all else will be added on to you. So, I'm going to leave you right here alone, and I'm going to let you figure out how to seek me and seek ye first, and I'll see if you deserve some of those things that you asked me for. I'm just telling you how it works. This is how the Lord works. He not just going to give you just because you... Well, God, I feel like I deserve this because, and God gonna laugh at you like, well, I feel like you don't deserve half the shit that I already gave you, but I ain't taking it away from you, right? That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta remember, your actions can create or destroy. Stop living in actions that make you seem like you begging. Stop living in actions that make you seem like you complaining. Stop living in actions that make you seem like you are a liar. Stop living in actions that make you seem like you want to defame somebody or tear somebody down. Stop living in actions that got you digging holes that's going to trap you in them holes. Start living like you care about others. Start treating others the way you want to be treated. Stop just talking about it. A lot of y'all talk good. I ain't never been a good talker for real. Like, this is probably the best that y'all gonna get out of me, right? Like, I ain't lying either. Like, this is probably the best that you gonna get out of me. Like, when it comes to this talking shit, it's straightforward and blunt. Cause I ain't never been a nigga that was really good with finessing. I ain't never really been a nigga that was good with coming up with this jazz ass, dog ass story, this lie to tell somebody to try to finesse them. I ain't never been that. I ain't none of that. I don't know how to do that. So y'all just gonna have to take the straight raw truth, how I give it to you, accept it, digest it, swallow that shit, and just deal with it. Cause either somebody gonna give you the truth, or you gonna keep fucking taking actions gonna lead your life to the fucking destruction. So, what's it gonna be? What the fuck is it gonna be, Smoke Gang? Are you gonna keep on choosing to take actions that don't help you create better relationships in your life, that don't help you create a better network in your life, that don't help you become a better person all around? Or are you gonna keep taking the actions that make you look like a piece of shit? Are you gonna keep taking the actions that make everybody look and point at you and be like, yo, I never trust that person. They rob, they steal, they do all the negative stuff that you can think about in the gutter, right? It's on you. It's up to you. Nobody can make you change. Nobody can make you be a good person. Nobody can make you start helping people. Nobody can make you realize that the only way that you can get help is by helping others. Nobody can. This is all on you. Your actions can create or destroy. Choose wisely. I thank you, everybody, for coming out and joining me for Smoking with the King this Friday. I am here each and every Friday at 4:20 Eastern Time. I am King T 420 SCC, and I definitely appreciate everybody for all the support, all the likes, the shares, and the comments. If you're on TikTok, tap the screen for me. Help me reach my live goals before I end. I am about to end. I thank you, everybody on YouTube who actually watch, like, support, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next Friday. God bless. Great day. Smoke Gang. We are